This is a plectrum, and it's magical in the hands of Robin Hopkins, the best plectrum banjo player you'll ever see.
Spring break, I'm 1971 heading for New Orleans, and I experienced Pete Fountain and Al Hurt live, and they just knocked me out as a young kid. And I said, I'm going to learn to play this music.
Now, as fate would have it, the only instruments at his parents' Indiana home were a drum kit, which wouldn't sit well in a college dorm, and a banjo. Robin got pretty good on that pretty quickly, good enough to head back to New Orleans.
My parents said, I'll see you soon, I'm sure, and didn't even believe I was leaving. And it was 3 years later, then I finally came back home for a break.
Robin's skill has taken him all over the country, and he's played with the world's best. There was, though, a funny commercial gig helping to sell luncheon meats.
I was hungry for a sandwich, so I stopped to shop for something good to eat. I put a deli in my lunchbox with embers lean and tender deli meats. Something like that.
And, of course, there was the dream job, on board the Delta Queen.
Life is much slower on a steamboat at going upriver 6 miles an hour. And we would have many business executives on who wives loved it, but drove them nuts.
These days, you can find Robin and his onstage partner of 23 years, Kathleen Miller, wowing audiences from coast to coast with an unorthodox mix of Broadway and Bayou.
It's like you can really do that with a banjo. One of his big things that we do every big show is a 12-minute medley of tunes from Fiddler on the Roof, and he plays them all. I don't sing a lick. Now, do you think Fiddler on the Roof and banjo gets a standing ovation every time?
I love the instrument. It turned me on when I heard it, and I love it as much today as I did 40 years ago.